So I have a Asian Plant Export haul today. If you don't know who they are a supplier in Thailand who will basically import rare plants. They are much cheaper than if I was to buy a rare plant either in the UK or the EU. So I'm going to show you the haul now and I hope you enjoy what I got. So I just have them recovering in this cup of water. They arrived quite late a couple of days ago and I didn't want to keep them in the box for ages to unbox them. So this is kind of more of what they look like a couple of days after they've arrived. If you've ever ordered from any of the kind of Thailand plant suppliers, I don't really know what to call them, all of the plants come very compact, so they need a while to open up. These are all not massively rare, but fairly rare plants, at least to me. So I'm really trying my hardest to keep them alive. This is actually my second order from Asian Plant Exports. I've had a really good experience with them. I will definitely order again. I have heard with some of these Thai shops, people have had a really bad experience. I really think it is luck of the draw. But like I said, I've ordered from them twice now and I've had a really good experience. So the first one is a Philodendron Ring of Fire. I think this retails for around £70. I think I paid around $20 to $30 for this. I'll link all the prices on the screen so I can't remember off the top of my head. They always come bare roots and they come wrapped in sphagnum moss. I have removed most of that and like I said, I'm just keeping them in water to recover. I'm going to keep them in there for a few weeks just because I don't want to risk these dying. I did have a Florida Ghost from Asian Plant Exports on my first order. That was the only thing I got and I had it in sphagnum moss for months and it was fine, and then as soon as I moved it to soil, all of the leaves immediately dropped off and it nearly died. So I've literally got it on here somewhere. This is all I have left of that original Florida Ghost. So if anyone knows any tips for these, please let me know, because I do want to put these in soil eventually, but I don't want them to die. And it definitely wasn't that I moved it to soil too soon. I had it in sphagnum moss, like I said, for a very long time, so I don't really know what happened there. So this is what this one looks like. It has some really pretty, I don't think it's variegation, I think this is actually part of the plant. It just has these really pretty creamy splashes on it. I'm still very new to this, so I don't know a lot of like the plant terminology, but the new leaves come in red, which is where I think it gets its name from. I just thought it was the prettiest plant and I've wanted this for about a year now, so I was really happy when I could find it for a price that I was willing to pay for a plant, because I am still fairly new to this. Unless it's a plant I really want, I'm not willing to spend a lot of money on it, just because even if the plants may be worth what the seller is charging, we all have our limits as to what we want to spend on things. So mine, I would much rather import a plant that needs a bit more care, or a smaller plant, and pay a lot less and then recover it myself. So that is that one, and it's just a really cool plant. And then I did get another Florida Ghost because I really liked my other one and I wanted a fuller plant back. This one is a lot smaller than the original one I got. I don't know if it's because I ordered more plants, they were trying to fit them in the box, but this one I think was around $30 as well, which I think for a Florida Ghost is a really good price. This is one of my favourite houseplants, so I'm happy that I have another one. So I'm sure everyone knows the new leaves on the Florida Ghost come in white and then they eventually mature down to this green, and they have really pretty red, I think it's called petioles or stems, I'm not sure. I just love the leaves on these, they're so cool, and I'm really happy to have another one. I really hope this one survives a lot better than the other one. I'm kind of disappointed that it is slightly smaller than my other one when I did pay the same price, but I am happy to have another one. And if I had have bought this in the UK, this probably would have cost around £50 to £70, so I'm happy that I got it for the price I paid. And then this one is definitely the one that didn't fare the best out of the haul, and this is the one that definitely was the worst out of all of the ones I've ordered. This is a Syngonium pink splash, and on the website the pink looks a lot brighter. I don't know if it's just that it needs more light, so I do have it under grow lights, which I'm still new to. I've only had these 2 days, so I'm still learning. I don't know if you can see, all of the aerial roots are pretty much dead and it doesn't have an amazing root system. This is definitely just a cutting off a bigger plant. So this one, I'm kind of disappointed. It looks very similar to just a regular pink Syngonium that I have. Obviously the leaves are slightly different, but had I have seen this in a shop I probably wouldn't have bought it. I don't know if it's just that it needs to recoup a bit, or if this is literally as vibrant as the pink gets, but I will try and help it. Obviously it's got some yellow leaves which aren't going to make it. That's kind of to be expected when you import plants. But Syngonium pink splash, not amazingly happy with that one, but I will try and recover it and hopefully it gets a bit nicer. And then the next plant I have is a shingling plant. This is my first shingling plant. This is a Monstera Dubia, I don't know how you say it, and I have no idea how I'm going to grow this. I think I'm probably going to try and put it up the shelf because it is so small. I just thought that this was such a pretty plant. I've wanted one for a while, but these tend to go for around £100 and I don't like it enough to spend £100 on the plant, so I think I paid around £20 for this, which I'm happy with. I have no idea how I'm going to mount it, so I do need to kind of look into that a bit more, but for now it's just recovering in the water. But it's a really pretty plant and I'm really happy with that one. And then the last plant, I don't know how rare this is, but it's one that I'd wanted for a while. I'm not a massive Hoya person, I must admit. I know a lot of people love them, but they're probably one of my least favourite types of plants. But Plant Me actually did a rare Hoya unboxing ages ago, and one of the plants she showed was this, which was a Hoya Jennifer, and I just thought it was so pretty and I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I found it on Asian Plant Export. I think this cutting was around $6, 6 Thailand dollars, so I knew I had to get it. It seems to be doing really well. I don't know a massive amount about Hoya care, so I do need to look into that a bit more. So if you know any tips, please leave them below. But that's that one, and it just has really thick waxy leaves and just this really pretty veining. So I'm happy that I have this, and I'm also happy that it's a smaller plant because I'm not a massive fan of the Hoyas that I do like. I prefer them to be small and compact, so I'm happy that I've got that one. So that was my Asian Plant Export haul. I will do an update as and when I eventually move them to moss and then soil. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.